Alright, so I was inspired to show off some work we've been doing, some little behind the scenes. What we are is a one-stop shop for video production, and my name is Jacob Perkins. I'm just going to be narrating some photos and some behind the scenes, what we've been doing. How we started off the slow season is some real estate, which ended up being in a drone crash. I had to send it into DJI to get repaired. Thankfully, DJI is really good and fast. They say it takes about 9 days, but I got it back pretty quick. It wasn't the tree that did it. It was that corner. Put it in sport mode and my bad. So it split this. It was about $127 in repair. Next, we were testing out the live view for a funeral that we were going to be live streaming. That's Max. He did the 3D animation in the beginning. Just a simple 2-camera setup. Then we did some brand message video for a local florist. This included filming, pre-production, post-production, everything. And Brian Gomez. He's a friend of mine from growing up, and he does sound and color. He's really great. If you need to contact him for your projects, go ahead. There's his stuff. And yeah, we're going to put the link to the completed video down below. Next, Max was filming an episode for ADTV. These guys are, net $30, $500. You do some drone and video. We use the Ronin 4D, and this episode turned out pretty good. Max does a really good job with these ADTV episodes. I would share where we can link it, but that's not like us editing it. That's not our thing. So just kind of showing off like, all right, this is what we're doing. You basically convert it to be HD Rec 709 and you call it a day. No editing needed. Those are always cool. And while Max was filming this, I was out doing a site visit for a job that we have at the end of February. Really looking forward to sharing more about that. It's with a nonprofit. It's going to be a couple-day shoot. Then I headed off to Colorado for a brand message video, FAQ video for some hail damage guys that I worked with last year. And man, I'll tell you what, that trip, I think I charged them $400 for the travel because it's slow season. I was like, well, I got to keep going. I got a baby girl. That, I think, ended up being $400 even for travel. Like I didn't make any money for sitting in the car, and that was 15 hours one way. There's no way you can speed that up. You can tell, like, we're at the shop. We got a pretty easy 3-point lighting setup. I really love these sound blankets because they give that fill on the side of the face. And you got your key light because we're just blasting it with the 600D. That's a light panel right there for the hair light. Turned out really well. I'm going to show you some shots of what Brian's working on. That's not complete at this time, but it's nearly done. I had Esteban working on it, but yeah, so they basically just utilize the teleprompter. In this angle, I'm trying to show like how much crap we have in here. This is why I didn't take the plane, is I drove up with everything because I got all these light stands, and it just is easier to just travel. And they had it in 2 locations, one at the shop, one at the house. Brian's doing the coloring. I think it looks really good. I think Brian's doing a great job. So that was filming all in one day, then head back 15 hours. That was crazy. Here we got Super Bowl Sunday, and I was filming a rich guy get out of a helicopter to ride a Lamborghini. And I was only on drone. Wasn't expected to do anything but turn it in, but the footage is so cool. I actually had my team put something together, and we made a YouTube video, which maybe the YouTube thing pops off. I don't know, just doing something to do something. Esteban put the edit together, and then we had Brian color it, so that was all completed within 24 hours. I really like doing that. Just kind of shows the flex of our workflow and how efficient we are. Then the following day, we turned in some office B-roll, which included drone, and we used the Ronin 4D as the main cam. And I think they were just making an end of the year video. Which was cool about this project is it was rainy and gloomy, so the landscape footage of Austin and Round Rock I had, and I turned it in because, you know, what we would have done that day wasn't that great. And then, yeah, they're just putting something together. While he's doing that, I'm filming some cooking segment that was literally all day. 2 cameras set up. You know, the guy filmed 5 episodes. Then the following day, we're filming some corporate B-roll with photo. This is a client I've had for over a year now, and yeah, it was Max is on the Ronin 4D. I'm taking photos on the A7 IV with the 50mm. Turned out pretty good. You know, Max is probably using the 35 primarily on this job. And what was cool about this one is I saw my work out in the open, like in the wild. You know, this was just looping in their lobby, which is cool. We didn't edit this one, but a friend of mine did, and we had shot it. I remember Oklahoma really well. This is dedicated to Chelsea. She passed away in January, and we miss her very much. Love you, baby.